everyone, and welcome to another annual installment of Instagram Picks My Makeup. Now, this started a few years ago when it was a trend for everyone to have their followers vote for what makeup they use, and then they create a makeup look based on that. And I didn't have many Instagram followers, so I was like, how can I do this without having to rely on an audience that doesn't quite exist yet? So I found this website called Color Killer, definitely not sponsored, and it's gotten difficult to work with, so use it at your own risk. But it basically looks at your recent Instagram posts and then gives you a color palette based on the colors that appear most in your Instagram page. So I went on the website again to get my color palette for this year, and I'm going to use those 9 colors to inspire my makeup today. Now, for the last 2 years, I've already done this. The first year I did this cut crease thing with some blue tones and stuff. I wasn't crazy about it, but that was more about my filming setup than the makeup itself. And then last year's one I really enjoyed. I think it turned out really good. I loved the look. It was still brown, but had a little bit of color in it. And then for this year's palette, I was very excited. I expected a little bit of changes. There was usually a lot of brown in it because I have dark brown hair and I had a lot of it, but now I have shorter hair and I have this blonde going, so I'm like, I'm gonna have some lighter tones to play with and everything. So I put it in, I got my color palette, and it was this. Straight up, my Instagram color palette is just brown. That's what they're calling it. How exciting. Now, upon closer inspection, there's a little bit of blue going on there. There's some tan and top as well, but definitely a lot of brown. And I guess I understand the browns and stuff because I take a lot of pictures here where I'm sitting. So you have the brown hair and you have the brown bed, you have the pale brown wall, the brown carpet. There's a lot of brown around me. I guess I understand. But I've been wearing green sunglasses a lot lately, so I thought maybe some green would show up or something like that. But no, we're brown this year and we're gonna make it work. So first I'm gonna take my sweater off because it's really hot today. We're in that spring phase where the morning's cold and then later it gets hot. And then you end up just needing to take everything off, and I can't turn the fan on because the power's out, and I can't open a window because there's noise and I'm filming, and oh my gosh. But I do have cold water. Anyways, let me jump right in with my primer and talk about my Instagram posts for this past year with you. I think it's fun for us to all reflect together. Now, I haven't used my primer in so long, I barely know where it is. I'm still using this Essence Prime Plus Studio Primer. I bought myself a new tube not too long before I started using that other moisturizer and primer in one. But I just have normal moisturizer on today, so we need to prime. Now, I don't have my Instagram feed in front of me, but I'm going to do my best to try and remember my pictures. So forgive me if they're out of order, but I think recently I posted that picture of where I tried 2021 makeup trends, which while I was filming it, actually I had so much fun. I definitely enjoyed that video. And then I decided to really go all out with the eyeshadow and try something that's really different. And at first I was like, oh, what is this nonsense? I regret this whole video is a failure. But then the more I worked on it and the more I looked at it, I was like, actually, this isn't half bad. I actually quite like it. So I should actually try stepping out of my comfort zone with pictures a little bit more, trying some different things every now and then. But I'm not quite comfortable in that type of makeup yet. I like what it looks like on me and I feel like a piece of art. But I don't feel like I would look normal enough to just go to a dinner date or something like that. I think I would stand out because it's something very different. You know, on the internet things are acceptable, but in the real world people are a little like, what are you doing? And I often do my makeup so that I can wear it in the real world. So I am sometimes a little hesitant about doing looks like that just because they're so out there and it's gonna get attention. But honestly, sometimes I'm in the mood for it, so I should just learn to get comfortable in that type of makeup and wear it out more because it was a lot of fun. Then I posted that picture where I did my makeup in the car again. Now, I'm obsessed with how those pictures turned out. I love the final result, but I did not love it while I was doing it. When I got in the car, I was like, I want to do something where I have a shimmer in the inner corner and it's kind of subtle everywhere else. And part of why I wanted it to be a little bit more subtle was because I was on my way to an event where I'm going to see a lot of other people studying with me, and I didn't want to stand out like a sore thumb being full glam at a picnic. But the thing about wanting to go casual and film it is I don't want the video to be boring. I feel like there's a bit of a pressure if I'm filming for it to actually look nice or to be something worth seeing, not just something nude and casual. So I was like, how can I spice this up a little bit so that it's enough for a video, but so that it's also nude enough to go to the casual event I'm going to? Then I went in way too heavy with a transition color and felt I had to compensate for it. So I went in and did something entirely different that I just did not like the way it looked. Things just kept going wrong. So I got pretty upset, I'm not gonna lie. I was very frustrated while filming that video. I ended up having to wipe my eye makeup off. And I did so very carefully because I didn't want to take everything off and have to redo all of it. Number 1, that's a waste of makeup, and number 2, a waste of time, and number 3, a waste of filming space on my phone because I was filming with my phone in the car. So I was on a clock as well. So I wiped it off and then I was like, let me just do the inner corner thing I wanted to do. And it wasn't going according to plan either. The shimmer didn't pop as much as I wanted it to and everything. And always eyeliner's hard in the car. And then somehow I ended up liking the final result. Somehow it ended up being something I really like. So there's that, but I definitely learned this year that you never know in the moment how something's gonna turn out. So just live in the moment and deal with how it turns out later instead of worrying about it. Then I did this really cute look where I was wearing this like blue and white striped dress. I did something a little different with my eyeshadow and I did like a hollow wing. I didn't actually fill it in. And I overlined my lips again, which got me hooked on that again. Like I enjoyed that look overall, even though it was a little different than I usually do. And I took a few nice pictures looking like that, but it's the makeup I did for the video where I was talking about witnessing a car crash. And I felt like I'm not allowed to smile in the pictures and look pretty and enjoy it because it's kind of a sad topic. Like I don't want it to come across that I'm like smiling about seeing a car crash. Like I realize a lot of people have many negative emotions around car crashes and I want to be sensitive about that. So I was like, am I gonna post these pictures, yada yada yada, but I decided to post the pictures because I really like them, but to not talk about the video in the caption. And like usually I post a picture and I talk about it, and then I say also, you know, video, this is where you can go see it. And I decided this time I'm not gonna do that, so that I'm not smiling while promoting that video to people. But damn, did I feel cute. I was actually gonna wear that to a wedding, which I think the get ready with me for that is after this, like next week or something like that, you'll see it. But then they informed us that the wedding had like a specific color scheme and stuff like that. So I wasn't gonna be able to wear that, so I just did the look for a video instead because I thought it would be cute, and it did turn out cute. Ooh, I also posted a picture that I took on campus because in October, man, were we running around everywhere and doing everything. That's why I ended up being so ahead with my vlogs, up to the point that I ended up posting like 2 vlogs a week. Otherwise, you guys would be seeing Christmas in like February, March next year. That's insane. And I was like, okay, I'm not a fan of that. And that's why I changed my upload schedule. Now I'm just hoping I can maintain it because I like it. But yeah, I realized I was gonna need a vlog thumbnail. So I asked Aiden to take a picture of me. I thought it would look really cool on that part of campus. Used night mode on my phone and everything, and it turned out great, hey. Like, say what you want to, but I really like that picture. I think it's currently like my profile picture. I'm filming without my ring light because the power is out. It's been lovely recently. And because of that, the lighting's like reflecting from outside and it's accentuating my under eye bags. So as much as I cover them, you're gonna see them. Anyways, then I have a picture of when I was getting ready to actually go out with friends. I was so excited to go, even though there was like weather pulling in and stuff like that. Like while I was filming, I'm like, I don't know if we're actually still gonna go because there's weather, and the neighbor's mom doesn't like us driving when there's weather and stuff like that. I'm sure a lot of you have moms like that as well. In her defense, yo, storms get pretty bad here. But that night ended up being like very ordinary. Like we were in this really loud bar, so we couldn't really hear each other, especially with the masks and everything. So then we were like, okay, let's just go to a friend's house. She had like my fancy dresses and stuff anyways, and I needed it back for an event I was gonna go to. So we went to her house so I can pick that up and we can just hang and have drinks and stuff. She has this lovely like outside patio where we can all sit, all social distanced, and have our drinks. But we got there and it was like half an hour to curfew and it was a 20-minute drive home. So we weren't there very long and then we ended up going home anyways. Then we have the picture of when I did my makeup in the mall, in Menlyn Mall. Now that was a lot of fun, a lot of stress. I enjoyed editing that video. And I ended up feeling pretty at the event. I definitely misjudged the event. Like I'm talking in the video about how no one's just gonna wear like jeans to a send-off dinner. But it was very casual. Everyone was wearing jeans. So I'm glad I went on the low-key side of my makeup. That is the makeup I did for the EC dinners that I posted about like way back before Halloween. So you guys already saw it without knowing it. I'm gonna try like a really thin highlight today. I think that could look cute. I'm using Vermeer here from the ABH Modern Renaissance palette on a very tiny brush. Like, look at that thing. And I'm gonna try and keep it very thin. But yeah, before that I posted a picture of me in the car. I took that selfie after vlogging. And I think it turned out really cool, like especially with the car driving by. I felt really cool. Love that picture. And it didn't do really well on Instagram, so I guess no one else loved it. But it doesn't matter. I liked it, and that's the whole point. Then I posted the picture where I had done this like brown fall tone makeup look and I put my hair extensions in again. Which, wow, I had been meaning to make a video on my hair extensions for so long before I actually did it. It is insane. I gotta say I'm proud it actually ended up happening. But yeah, I think that look turned out really, really well. I wasn't expecting it to come out that nice. But I think it's one of my favorite ones in the past year. I think that look really complimented my eye color. Now my face is in desperate need of some setting spray because of all the powders. I'm gonna use this Essence What's Your Fruit Mood Mini Fixing Spray. with hydrating coconut water. I haven't used this much, but I do know it smells really nice. Hydrated. That was nice. Now I just look straight up wet. Gonna bounce my beauty blender over everything to just work that setting spray into the makeup. And then I'll see you after I have my brows on, because I'm chatting a lot today. And we still have a lot to get through. I feel like Riff in this Born to Run palette is close to that tan type of color. And I'm gonna put that in my crease just to start off with. Now, of course, we're gonna have to talk about the picture I posted before that. And that would be the neighbor's birthday picture where I made like a beer ad. I had so much fun making that, hey? I've really been getting into doing photo shoots this last year. And I wanted to get the neighbor something nice without it being too expensive because breaking the bank is never a good idea. We all gotta be financially responsible out here, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it special by making it for him. So I decided to take a picture, make a beer ad. I saw it on TikTok a while ago and thought it was super cute and really wanted to do it. And then I had it printed for him on a keychain, which is now the keychain for the tiny house. So we use it every day. How appropriate. I also filmed him when I gave it to him and he was quite surprised because he was obviously there when I took the pictures. I vlogged that part and he knew I was making something for him, but he thought I was making a poster. And I just didn't say no, so I let him believe I'm making a poster. Told him I need to go pick it up from the printing place. So he was like, oh, you're gonna go pick up the poster? And I was like, totally. That's why when I gave it to him, he was so shocked because he's like, that's a little small for a poster. And then he saw it was a keychain. And he liked it, but I don't think he liked it as much as I liked it. I think it's super cool. Then, of course, we step into Halloween. I did 3 different big things for Halloween. 4? 3, 4. Initially, it was gonna be 3, but I felt like I was missing something. And then the same day, I filmed that 2021 makeup tutorial. I also filmed the Frankenstein makeup look, which is my favorite one of all my Halloween things this year. I think it turned out so cool, even though it was so low effort. Then, of course, I had the staples because I needed something SFX. I did the portal one so it's subtle because I want something for everyone, you know? And then a little earlier, I posted the exploded lab look, which I did for like a competition, but I've been meaning to do that look for Halloween, and then the competition was just a good excuse to do it a little bit earlier. And I ended up winning like 300 Rand for that, which is super cool. That translates to like $20. It's not a lot, but it's cool. I used it to buy myself a fridge. Anyways, if we look back at the color palette, I'm gonna go from this light color to a dark brown for now on the upper lid. We'll see on the lower lash line in a minute. Next, I'm picking up Dusty Rose from the Soft Glam palette because I do want a bit of that color in the bottom middle. Then is the EC dinners I already spoke about. Then is the post where I posted about getting vaccinated. I lost a few followers for that, but I guess we can't be surprised. People have different opinions. It's also the first post where I posted with someone. Like I saw it on my feed once or twice and I was like, how did you do that? Then I finally got the update as well. So instead of just tagging my partner, I invited him to be like a co-collaborator, co-poster, whatever. So the same post is now on both of our Instagram pages. I thought it was super cool. I'm gonna mix a bit of rustic and antique bronze and then put it here. I then did what I love referring to as my McDonald's look. I felt like doing something a little different, so I ended up going with yellow and red. I thought it was an out there color scheme and I enjoyed the way it turned out so much. I loved it so much I didn't need liner, which like never happens. Then I'm gonna go in with Cypress Umber to get it nice and dark. So yeah, there's nothing special about that picture, but damn, do I think it's cool. I also took a nice picture with a neighbor while wearing that makeup look. We went like on a walk and we took a picture. However, I haven't posted that yet. I'm saving it for like a photo dump on Valentine's Day or something. And then is another one of my favorite pictures. I took it when I went to visit my mom. It's this place that has like naturally warm springs or something, and it's supposedly good for you, and that's their whole selling point. And because it's close where I'm staying, my mom invited us to come see her for the day. Now they refill these like warm tubs every now and then because as the water cools down, they don't just reheat it, they fill it up again with warm water. And when we went to try out these miracle warm baths that apparently like solve all your problems, they were empty. And I was so upset because I wasn't sure they were going to fill it up again or if that was it for the day and stuff like that. So I was like, did we really miss our only chance? So to make the best out of the moment, I took a really cool picture. And I like it. I like navy blue swimsuits. Then I have that makeup look that I did in red and yellow, just again in like blue and purple. I really like the color scheme. I really like that style of doing makeup. That's where I discovered it. I just winged it and it turned out great. I liked it so much that I did it again in the red and yellow. But that video I filmed with a neighbor's sister. Like, she's a lot of fun to hang out with. So when she is here, we use the opportunity to film together, which usually ends up being a lot of fun. I'm gonna take my eyebrow brush with some Cypress Umber and I'm gonna bring it in to kind of sharpen this up a little bit, even though I do like the way it looks. Then I posted my annual Black Smoky Eye. I'd been meaning to do it for a while and I'm so glad I didn't get around to it because we then had a fire in the museum and doing a Black Smoky Eye was perfect for that story time. Now I do intend on telling you guys more about what happened there and stuff like that. The situation is now entirely handled, so don't worry about it. It's the tea I mentioned in the vlog once. But I'm just waiting for, enough time to pass so I can tell you things. I'm mentioning so many videos to you guys, I probably won't have them pop up because there's a limit to how many, times you can do that in one video. So I'll have all the videos listed down below. I actually think this eyeshadow look's turning out really cute, hey? I like it. I just want to go in with a little bit of that orange color again. Just blend out these edges a little bit. I need like a good navy because that's what I have in my color scheme and I have it up on my screen here. But I don't have one, so I'm gonna go with this darkest blue I have in this palette. There is one in the Urban Decay palette, but it's a little shimmery. And I'm gonna put a little bit here on my lower lash line, okay? So I'm going in with a bit of dark brown, pretty much right over that. Not to cover it, but to make it a little bit more brown. I then did my birthday photo shoot, which, like I said, I got really into photo shoots. I don't like how it turned out that much. I don't know, I feel it's a bit much. It's like aggressively sexy. That's not what I had in mind, but I was trying my best. You gotta learn somewhere. Oh, then I did a reverse smoky eye. I loved how that turned out. I loved the final look and everything. That's the look I wore in my birthday photo shoot, but I also wore it while talking about my first time going to an optometrist and stuff like that, and it turned out so nice. I love the look. I'm then gonna take this fresco color on the rest of my lower lash line, since we're talking about lower lash lines. I then posted a picture where I spoke about coloring my hair and putting the blonde in. I really like how that look came out. I'm really liking how this look is coming out too. I also posted this cute picture of Aiden and I. We took in the back of the car with like the red lights from the car in front of us lighting us up. It was a sweet moment on my graduation day. That's when I took that picture. We had been annoyed at each other about something, but we couldn't talk about it because we were around family and stuff like that. But at the end, we like each other, so we made up and everything. It wasn't a big deal. But how cliche that you only take cute pictures together after having been mad at each other. I also posted a hair reveal picture. I think it looks super cute. I like FaceTimed a bunch of my friends to be like, hey, look, I did my hair. I like that picture. I was very cheerful in it and all that. I used it as a thumbnail for my second channel, which I have one of those. I remember a year ago, I mentioned it in vlogs that I want to potentially move my vlogs over to that channel. But after having thought about it, I want to have vlog projects on that channel. Whenever I do a vlog that's proper 20 minutes plus, I'll post it there. And then I'll keep the random 10-minute vlogs on my channel. Because often the content overlaps. I don't want there to be a gap in my everyday vlogs because I have this big vlog project. But also don't want to spam you with double content. So if you want to see it, it's over there. Also the format is different and stuff like that. Just before that, we went on a trip, so it's a picture of us on the trip. I took a few pictures. The picture of us actually being there at this viewpoint with a photo dump of other pictures we took. Also a picture of us traveling, I took a picture of myself at a one stop and I walked through so many thorns to do that. I only realized that afterwards when I was dusting my shoes off to get back in the car. And I also took a picture at the neighbor's sister's school because we stopped there at some point. So I actually got a bunch of pictures from that trip. So I was trying to do my eyeliner. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Well, I put on my lashes. Let me go through a few other important ones because I'm definitely not gonna get through the whole year. I really like the picture the neighbor and I took at that rose garden. I think I look really cute there, especially with the short hair. Obviously, I love my graduation pictures. I look good. I love that look. And I had my whole family there and stuff like that. It was also great getting to see lots of my friends after being in lockdown for so long. It just so happened that during Pride Month, I posted a rainbow makeup look and I spoke about, my thoughts on performative activism and stuff like that in the caption of that post. I also publicly announced that I have a brother. Yes, my sibling is trans and yes, I do support him. There's a while that I didn't use his right pronouns on my channel and stuff like that because I do have family members that watch my YouTube channel and I didn't want to out him if he hadn't told them himself. So I remember him being annoyed about me not using the right thing, so being like, I'm doing it to help you, I'm trying to. But anyways, I have learned a lot in the process. Then there was a phase where I had nowhere to film, so I had pictures in random places. When I did a video on how my laptop broke down, which made life very difficult, that's for sure, and I'm still suffering the consequences. I filmed outside and it ended up getting dark on me, and the noise and the cars and the wind, and oh my gosh, it's so hard finding a good place to film. Hopefully in the tiny house I get to build my own little filming studio. I also posted a few pictures related to, oh, this thing is dry. Oh man, she's empty. Yeah, nope, she's done. I take it that means her sister's also done. Oh no, you're still wet. Of course, I also posted some pictures about the building, because obviously everyone knew I was building a tiny house. Oh, I also want to mention a picture I took in the train station. Number one, I think those are super cute pictures. I love them. But number two, the train station themselves started an Instagram page and they reposted it. So that's cool. You know, I actually feel like the lashes are a bit too much today, but my lash curler broke the one time I wasn't filming, so I can't just curl my lashes and deal with it. I don't have a choice. And then also I want to mention, in our last apartment, I filmed a lot before we moved out, but moving out left us with a lot of negative emotions. So I was glad when I finally posted the last picture that I took there to like finally be done with the place. And then this is the final result for Instagram Pixar makeup for 2021. I really like the eyeshadow look and the lips. I haven't done a matte lip like this in a while. I like everything minus the lashes. I feel like they're too big. I should go get myself some other lashes so that I can choose if I want big or small ones. But then this is the final result. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed going through all the pictures and going through all the memories of things I posted on Instagram this year. If you enjoy this type of videos, stay tuned for my New Year's Eve video, because I'm going to reflect more on specific videos and vlogs and stuff like that. You can also see this look again in my shower routine, because that's what I'm going to go film now. But then I'll see you again next time. Bye! Hello everyone, and welcome to another annual installment of... Hello everyone, and welcome to another annual... Can't I say that? We're in that spring phase where the morning's cold and then later it gets hot. And then you end up just needing to take